Hey, what's up guys, it's Glenn with DIY Creators, and in this video I'm gonna show you a list of all the tools I think you need to start doing your own woodworking. Now this series is called Limited Tools, where we're gonna take these tools and make additional tools. And also in the video description I will have a list of these tools that I think you need, and you can get these tools online. You can buy them at your local store, Home Depot, you can find them at Harbor Freight, you can get them at your local pawn shop if you have to, but you need to get your hands on some tools so we can start building. And before we get into the good stuff, we want to make sure that we cover safety, and we need eye protection, and there's different varieties of eye protection you can get, and this one is a little more comfortable, but the one with the strap gives you more protection so you don't get debris from all different directions. So just pick the one that's comfortable for you. And when you're cutting and sanding, the air will be filled with sawdust particles, so we want to keep that out of our lungs as much as possible. And next up we have our respirator, which is important to have, especially if you're dealing with chemicals, stain, varnish, any of those high toxic products that you don't want to be inhaling. This is what you need, with different levels of filter that's replaceable. It's a bit pricey, but it's well worth every penny. And next up on the list we have ear protection, which we have to protect our ears from these high-pitched power tools, and majority of these tools you use or will use will have some type of high-pitched noise which your ears should not be exposed to for a very long time, so protect your hearing. As we slide into the power tools, one of the first tools I'm going to cover is drills, and you need a corded drill with a little kick to it, and you also need a screw gun that you can drill holes and install screws. I'm moving right along in the video, but remember, it's a video. You can always play it back, or you can also check the video description to get a complete list of all the tools I'm covering in this video. And coming right up is a router. This is a trim router, and we're going to use this to incorporate it in a lot of our work, our build, and we're going to learn how to get a better handle on this, myself included. And this will be a key piece to building some of our future tools. If you want to cut circles and curves, then we got to have a jigsaw in our workspace. The jigsaw will also play a unique role in our limited tool series. And while you're at it, you might as well pick up a set of blades. I found this really cool set of blades, a 30 pack, which is cool. It had different blades for different material, and I'm looking to experiment with it. Obviously it's not even open yet. And hands down, this is going to be one of our most used tools in the workspace, a circular saw. So get your hand on one of these as soon as you can, and next thing up we're going to build jigs and all sorts of things to get the most out of our circular saw. Now I don't think you need the most expensive circular saw, but I wouldn't buy the cheapest one, so get something in that middle area so that you know it's going to hang around for a long time. So after all that hard work, you're gonna sand that thing, right? So yeah, you need a sander to get that done. And down in the video description, I will have some recommended sandpaper which I use mostly. And whatever sander you end up with, make sure you get the right sandpaper. Some, like mine, has the Velcro bottom, and there's some that only use adhesive sandpaper. And coming right up is a tape measure. If you want to build anything, you need a tape measure. Now I'm in the US, so I don't have one with the metric system on it. I'm not even sure if we use that over here. The lever lock is a really cool feature as well. This is a cool starter tape measure. It has more measurements on it than an average tape measure. And another slick thing about this, it has a center point. So if you notice, I'm pointing at the 5, and right on the 5 is 2.5, and half of 5 is 2.5. Now let's meet the pocket hole jig. You've seen me use this a ton, and every beginner starter should probably have one of these because it's a cool way of making joints that's pretty strong. And there's many different versions of this pocket hole jig, so you can get the one that fit your budget. And next up, a tool that you can never have enough of, and I'm finding that out, is clamps. You gotta have clamps in your workshop, especially if you want that second hand to be able to assist you with something and hold stuff together if you're gluing. This one is definitely on the must-have list. Yep, you need a set of chisels as well. So these come in different type forms, whatever you like your chisel. You can get them with plastic handles. If you don't like the plastic, you can also probably get some with wood handles, and these things are great for shaving off that piece of wood that you need to fine tune and get it down to the right size. And next up we have a rubber mallet, and we have a dead blow hammer. Now most professionals would probably prefer a wooden mallet, but I just went out and bought a rubber one, and I put tape on one side of it so I don't have marks. And the difference between the mallet, it bounces when you swing it, and with the dead blow, when you swing it, it doesn't bounce. And this, my friend, is a combination square. Not only can you square things up with it, but you can also use it to make quick and accurate marks on the fly. And next up, you need a set of level, and this is a 9-inch level, and they come in different size form. Just to give you an example, this one in particular has a magnet on it, so if you're dealing with metal object, it's great for that. And I also think you should get a 24-inch level, and there's different size, so you get them appropriately as you need them. And there will be time that you just need a regular handsaw, so either one of these would probably do the trick, and I would have the links down in the description for these as well. Yep, you guessed it, a square. You need one of these as well. And last but not least, you need a framing square. This one is a 16 by 24 inch framing square, and you need this exactly to make straight lines and line things up, and it's going to be a crucial part in our future builds. Hopefully I didn't scare you with all the tools that I just rattled off. It's a bit of tools, but I believe these are the tools you need to get started if you want to build. And remember, you don't need to pick all these tools up at one time. You can pick one up this week, one next week, maybe 2 a month. Just pick them up when you can afford them. And if you have these tools, I think this would be a great feature to help you start building the things I build and the stuff that all these other great YouTubers out there are building. So I'm hoping that this video was a great start and it gave you a good idea on what you need to pick up. And sorry about the pace of the video, but I do have a list down in the description. And look guys, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for checking out. Let me know what you think down in the comment. If you have any question, if any of you professional YouTubers out there have some suggestions, let me know and I will add it to the list down in the description as well. Until next time guys, peace.